Hi, Calista. How you doing? You know what? Thank you very much for these two paragraphs. These really, they answered a lot of questions. So hats off to you for recognizing the shortcomings from the first submission in terms of describing your concept and the intent behind your poster. So this is excellent. As a designer, it's really important for you to be able to express your intent in any given project, and quite often you're asked to do so in written format. So I think it's fantastic when students submit a couple of paragraphs along with their assignment. Just it really helps me quite a bit to determine where you're at approaching the assignment. So over here, it's not clear to state my target audience, my purpose. So that's fantastic. So you rectified that. That's fantastic. Then over here, clear to state the purpose of the poster manner doesn't leave people hanging. This could be added a banner of sorts, and I agree with this. This could be an added banner at the bottom with something like Pokemon Sun and Moon, available now on Nintendo 3DS. That'll work. Absolutely, that'll work. That will add the meaning that we needed. That will uh, add the meaning to the piece so that we have meaning associated, so we're not just looking at something with question marks. So that's fantastic. Good job. Or something without the context to appear of the other text already added falls short. I agree. Perhaps there could be another text underline, we choose you. Yeah, but I think this is going to work right here. This Pokemon Sun and Moon available now on Nintendo DS. That's great. Okay, but decided I realized I accidentally used the word chose instead of choose. That's cool. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right. All right, so the illustrations are really, I think they're pretty unique. Now, one of the things I see in these illustrations, especially over here, is a little bit of a lack in contrast. So when we zoom out in this particular illustration, we can see that now the farther we get from the poster, and we'll mimic that by zooming out, right? So this would be mimicking what we would see if we were looking at the poster from across the room, which is exactly what we do when we first see a poster. It's usually presented at a distance, and whatever the contents of that poster is intended to draw us in, have us walk up closer to get a closer look at the poster, right? So the problem I'm having with these illustrations here is that there's just really a monochromatic palette right here through the face. So we can't see noses and smiles or any facial characteristics associated with this. Right now, we just see the eyes. One thing that we can do to rectify that is to use small black strokes. Okay, so instead of the line with the smile, make it a black line instead of, you see how you have got the strokes for the eyes in black? Do the same thing for the nose here, and even in the illustration itself for the hands folded, we'll really be able to see those if you just add small black strokes on those, as opposed to using the same color as the fill for the stroke. Okay, I think these are lacking a little bit in contrast here too in the hair area. You might want to darken the hair up a little bit on these two characters as well. The portions of the poster where you're using the actual polygon tool to create shapes, for example, the circle and the stars, that's good. This star seems a little distorted. That seems like a mistake right there. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. But some of the other illustrations, for example, the moon, try the Pathfinder tool, okay? So really, you can get this to be a perfect quarter moon by drawing a circle, then drawing another circle a little smaller, placing the smaller circle over the larger circle, and then using Pathfinder to remove the contents of the outer circle, leaving just the main circle with the pie cut out of it. I mean, the kind of slice cut out of it, leaving a partial quarter moon, right? That is demonstrated. Let me show you where that's demonstrated. Okay, come on now, little computer, let's go. All right, that is demonstrated right. Illustration efficiency right here. Right down here, these are the Pathfinder tools demonstrated in this video. What I'm talking about is this right here, okay? So if we see this square right here, see this configuration right here. If we take this square, okay, and place a circle over it, okay, then we use the Pathfinder minus front, it will take the circle. So if you place the circle over a circle, you can see you'll be left with a nice, perfect quarter moon. Okay, so definitely want to take a look at that Pathfinder tools in order to refine this quarter moon here, make it actually perfect. Right now it doesn't look, it looks like you used a brush tool for this, and it actually looks like you used a brush tool for some of your illustrations too. My recommendation would be to use the pen tool to set up your line work, your contour lines, or AKA hard lines, and then fill in the color. But because a lot of these look like really, really super casual, almost grunge effect. Um, as some of the lines are protruding outside their contour lines. Some of the colors are protruding outside the contour lines and or inside the contour lines. So try to attain a level of consistency in each of the illustrations themselves. Okay, don't forget the required typefaces. Okay, those were covered back in week 1 in the introduction of the begin stage of the poster project. So you can use this kind of decorative typeface here, but make sure that you add for that text the coming to Nintendo, or however that you worded that you use those required typefaces that are summarized in that begin stage of the poster project. All right. So those are my comments. Other than that, I think you got a really good start, interesting stuff going on. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But I'd like to see you try to make those changes moving forward. And always, always, always try to push yourself as far as you possibly can. Step out outside your comfort zone and really push your techniques, employing a lot of the techniques that we learned during the first 2 weeks of class. All right? Any questions, comments, concerns, Calista, at all, please feel free to let me know. All right, great start. Thank you very much.